Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are gonna be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries.
Here we go, gentlemen. The tag team titles are up for grabs.
Remember this match. Is under Tornado Tag Team rules, a 2-on-2 match where the pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
A few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
Just like that, sent out of the ring. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring. Crank in the head.
Arm is grapevine. Trying to step through. Here it comes. Tequila Sunrise.
Well, the torque on the knee. Rolling through now. Couple of kicks will break it. The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell can't inflict unimaginable damage on those who step inside. We're going to see these teams tap into their barbaric nature.
20 years of Hell in a Cell, and this structure still surprises me with the ways it can torture every part of your anatomy.
Oh, what an uppercut! New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Liberty with an uppercut.
With an uppercut.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
Boom, right the button.
I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
Well, two teams so familiar with each other, some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity. Ringing the arm, looking now for a top wrist lock.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, three clowns on a tricycle.
The Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing too.
Back into the ring here. From the top. Ouch. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso sent outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good. Talking to Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of lawless match could finally put an end to it for good.
Denied.
Oh, beautiful takedown for the victory. And keeps his partner alive. And the action has shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Oh, not looking good in this position. The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity.
Sorry!
And Big E falls to a counter. Has the champ pin. Is this it? He just broke up the pin in the nick of time.
And into the corner he goes.
Face buster plants him. Oh, point of the chair to the kidneys. He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top. Looking for something big here. Top rope. Uso splash.
Innovative offense from the Usos. Could title in the balance with the pin. Swing on sight and don't stop swinging until it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
Wow. And looking for a back suplex.
Very nice. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
The champion taking the task here.
Could be getting into a dire situation soon.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Both sides with an answer to every piece of offense.
He gets back. And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash! The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos.
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world.
I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match, and she said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley's accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on the champion.
What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight, but once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent from San Jose, California, she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley.
For the first time ever, we have a Women's Championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that attitude is why Naomi wants to dethrone Bayley, take the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her, and maybe humble Bayley a little bit. She wants to seize the moment now, waiting on her opponent.
Up high, loaded crossbody for the top.
Got all of it.
Momentum is really on Naomi's side.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to where
Lift off. You got to be kidding me. Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there. Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
And Bayley is really being knocked around here.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
Oh. Beautiful shot block. And the challenger really needed that, finding a way to slow the champ down. She's rocked, and things aren't about to get any better.
Stunner!
Emphatically delivered. Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment.
And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Bayley might not be able to keep up here.
And I think it was you, Byron, who asked Bayley if she changed. And she said, I didn't change. I just did what I had to do, and look what I've done.
Well, you're right. Love it or hate it, Bayley's doing what she's had to do by hook or by crook to maintain a stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Into a dragon screw. Game changer. Momentum is really on Naomi's side.
Bayley looks to be well measured right now.
What a stiff shot.
Yeah, I think that one, yeah, she's bleeding.
She drew first blood.
For the middle rope. What a roundhouse kick.
And now propped up in the corner. Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle. Many
blasted right into the corner.
Naomi had it turned around.
She's pushing back now.
Yeah, she knows what it takes to stay in this fight.
A quick reversal by Bayley. Away takedown from behind. Incredible. And look at this.
Oh, wow.
Big scissor into a bridge here for the pin.
Nice.
The challenger stays alive.
Refusing to give up even in.
There's the pin for the championship. And she kicks out right away.
How does anyone have this much in them at this point?
Oh, she retaliates.
Being made a sitting duck on the top rope. I don't know how much more damage this superstar can sustain.
We're about to find out all the way from the top.
Superplex! Bayley showing no answer for the attack.
Yeah, Naomi's at full throttle. Getting her set up for something in the corner.
Turned it around with a reversal. Ow! Ooh!
She escapes the attack.
Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Sending her up on the top rope. And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the?
I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
Well, the champion has to find a new strategy in a hurry.
And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
Any chance for Bayley's offense is being trampled.
And Bayley connected nicely there. And able to beat Bayley to the punch. Oh, man, what a hurricane run.
And her torso really looks to be the big target here.
She's bringing the fight outside. And the announce table's getting a makeover.
That's not very feng shui.
That definitely says more chaos to me.
Clearing up our announce desk. Things are about to turn disastrous.
Boom! And I don't like the desk's odds of holding up here.
Oh! Through the air. And connects.
Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
And this one could be moving to ringside.
Escapes out of that attack. Back suplex. No, please, don't come over here.
Why, Saxton? We got the best seats in the house. And this is our cue to get out of Dodge fast.
You don't have to tell me twice.
She has taken this situation to another level.
Through the table.
And our announce table just disintegrated before our very eyes. This is madness.
This is WWE, Saxton. Anything can happen.
Things are out of control, but the WWE Universe seems to be loving it. Spinning heel kick.
Oh, no. She's got her on our announce table. This is not going to end.
Buster.
I don't even know what to say here.
Perfect. I love it when you're speechless.
Okay, she's taking her showboating a bit too far at this point. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. She leaves the ring, but she can be counted out here. Sliding into the ring now. Naomi! Feel the glow!
Here it is, cinched in.
Bending the body in ways it shouldn't be bending.
It's all just too much pressure. I don't know how she can handle this.
And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
Uh-oh, in the corner.
What on earth?
Oh, my goodness.
You're kidding me.
A mule kick.
And Bayley's result.
Oh, rear view by Naomi.
That might have just sealed the deal on us getting a new champ.
No, we did it. We have a new champion.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi!
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with.
History made in the Middle East.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then, a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afa and Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano at a combined weight of 645 pounds. Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Alpha and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces. I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Two-on-two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Now these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Oh, and it's reversed.
Bubba isn't asking for a table tonight. He's getting it himself.
He could be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt. Scoop slam!
Boom! Good defense from him. Ah, foot just stomping down. Bubba wasn't prepared for that. He's taken on some damage at this point.
Yeah, that's Sika putting his in-ring acumen to good use.
Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
He finds a counter for Bubba Ray. And what's this manager looking for under the ring? He has no business. And the Dudley Boys are made the kings of the tables match.
Here are your winners, Bubba Ray.
2-on-2 tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense.
Haymaker connects.
Ava and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
And Devon didn't find a counter for that.
Sika making an example of his opponent.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly... No! All the way down to the floor.
Bet all the chips on landing that high-risk maneuver and flopped spectacularly.
A miscalculation that can change this whole match.
A calculated attack here against Bubba Ray.
And the Wild Samoans aren't going to let the Dudley Boys take over in this match.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Ava or Sika headbutt.
Sika one step ahead.
A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one giving an inch.
The electric chair down for the drop.
These attacks are starting to impact him.
Yeah, Bubba showed a solid game plan there.
Bubba Ray, full Nelson.
He's able to avoid heavy contact.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Ava and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring. High angle German.
At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks.
So far, this tables match has been just as brutal as we anticipated.
Taking a little tour of ringside, and I guess we're one of the pit stops. Sliding back in under the ropes here.
He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say that too loud, Saxon. He might get caught. Readjusting the furniture. We know how this ends.
Vaulting plancha, incredible. No sign of hesitation, and that risk gained a big reward.
Bubba cutter.
That was the Dudley Boys showing the Wild Samoans what tag team wrestling is all about.
There it is, reversal.
No.
That gets reversed on Sika.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse. Oh, look at this. What a headbutt.
At this stage, the damage is really mounted.
Yeah, he's just running on fumes now. Punch right in the head.
Stomping down.
Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Ava and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise. Hold on. Is he thinking of a submission here? This could be lights out real soon.
Wait, look at this. And a great counter to the submission.
Oof, whipped right into the post.
Turns it around. The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Ava and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Ava and Sika are just a different breed of wrestler.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope.
What a punch.
Oh, my God.
Coming back from the outside now.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoan. Devon Dudley looking to take this one biblical. Saving grace.
The Wild Samoans just took a bumpy trip to Dudleyville.
And we're witnessing two titans of the tag team game absolutely destroying each other here.
The Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys battling for supremacy, battling to get the other team through some tables. Grabbed by Bubba.
And the Dudley Boys remain the kings of the tables match.
Here are your winners,
the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it will take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. And slides back into the ring.
Hammering down on the knee.
Definitely some damage dealt to him there.
Yeah, Alpha just brought the fight to him.
Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Well, maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Alpha and Sika want to do is rush head first into a table. After all, that's exactly how you lose.
And that toss got some hang time. And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Goodness gracious.
You can feel the resentment building with each stomp there. Lifting them up. Relative ease. Followed up with a
Discus punch.
big headbutt.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Nasty kick to the face. Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With the famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the team in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to the table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further. This match is spilled out to our announcers area.
Let's hope they take it back in the ring soon.
Incoming!
And now he gets back into the ring. He's starting to look battered.
I think we're about to see a body go through a table real soon.
Oh, right into a counter. Well, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt. These two are finding an answer for everything.
Indy counters.
Devon points to the podium.
Saving grace.
That was the Dudley Boys showing the Wild Samoans what tag team wrestling is all about.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
This is not looking good for him.
Yeah, this is troubling. Can only hold on for so long now. Oh, what a headbutt. Timed his defense perfectly. Connects on the kick.
Alpha had that well scouted. Up the rope he goes.
Blast off. Oh, good Lord. Taking flight.
Oh, no, he can be caught here, Bats. And yes, he's able to get out of this dire situation. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Oh, no. Now that he has the kendo stick, I definitely do not want to be in his path of destruction.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question.
Look out!
What? Sika out of there in a hurry.
Oh, trampling the opposition. Bam!
The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on.
Bad spot for Alpha. By Bubba Ray.
The Wild Samoans just took a bumpy trip to Dudleyville.
Nothing fancy there.
jeopardizing position here.
Planted face first.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat. The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression.
Devon. Hoisting the opponent up and trying to come down with saving grace.
Taking flight.
Big splash.
Taking this fight back into the ring. Drop kick on target. Taking steps toward the top rope.
On the top. Completely missed the mark there.
Heading to the outside now. Wards off that offense from Bo. He's finding himself in some territory he does not want to be in.
Every aspect of this match is only going to get harder.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.